I'm actually just north of the border. Um, yeah, so my main job is I'm a project manager at an IT company, but I also work in financial services with World Financial Group. But my main focus at the moment is investing in real estate because
Oh, and
I
interesting.
actually
What project in real estate? Is that a specific project or like
um,
you
rental.
target?
I'm getting into rental properties, um, but
Mm,
what I actually am trying to do now is I got into a couple of properties in the north end, and I was a little bit appalled at the housing conditions some people live in, and so
yeah,
now I seem to have gotten into this little personal project of actually going into that market so that I can provide people with, you know, affordable, dignified accommodation. Um, because surprisingly, people who are seem to be very exploited by the system that's
yeah,
supposed to help them. Like
Um,
just as an investor, even though the problems I run into owning property there, I'm like, I can like people always say, oh, why don't poor people buy a house or whatever, but you can't.
Anton,
Everything is against you.
Anton,
You can't.
what's the attitude in your area to modular and kit build?
Oh, I don't
Is
have
it?
any issue with that. We have a
Yeah, I,
company.
I have a I have a contact in China who owns major factories who supply modular, and he can have the houses built within about 2 months.
Oh
Top
wow.
of the range house, top of the range houses with the latest energy and solar, etc. Massively, how do you put it? Energy efficient houses, and
Hmm.
it'll be about between a third and half the cost of a conventional build.
Yeah,
If you're interested, I can put you in touch with him.
I'm
He's
definitely
actually,
actually
interested.
Tony, I
he-
am
he's
interested
yeah,
too.
even though he lives in China, he's an English guy.
Mm,
Yeah, I'm definitely interested because that's what I've run into here. Is I was very interested in looking at modular homes because we have
Yeah.
local companies even that make them. But when I looked at the
I'll
pricing,
put my
they
I'll
don't
put
seem to
my
be.
my email and my WhatsApp in the chat, Anton, and you can
yeah.
get in touch with me. Okay.
And
Check this out.
Tony can get them funded as well.
Check
You
Yes,
know,
this
yes.
out.
There's loads of that. If you're doing more than about 10 million, Anton, we can get it funded. We've got hedge funds in Canada who do matching funds. And better still, if you own the land, if you can get a sort of municipality that can supply the land, we can build them like virtually buttons cost.
all right. This is a
You
good
own the land.
sidebar and a great example of collaboration. This is kind of what
yeah.
we do. All right, we're gonna move on to the rest of the introductions, and we're gonna go from there. Am I
Well,
the
there.
only one on this call that celebrated 4th of July yesterday? I believe so.
Vic, we celebrate in Britain King George's Day. We got rid of America.
Thank you. It's like the anti 4th of July, pretty much,
It's
right?
like yes, we all say thank God. We'd have had to put up those.
Well,
I
you got
celebrated the
me.
same way.
You got me back, so that's a tough break. All right. What's on
Well,
next on the agenda, Arif?
first is just to solidify our landing page. The next is, gentlemen, this is really cool stuff coming up. So we just solved the housing crisis in Canada. Tony is gonna supply the builder. Anton, Anton and Hadi are gonna install it in Montreal
Yeah,
and Winnipeg. I mean, we got it solved.
we got it licked.
All we need to do is bring more people
All
into
right.
here now. But jokes aside, we have a really, really cool agenda. We talk about the Blue Zone's 4 pillars. You want me to pull up the presentation? You want to do the presentation?
No, I want you to do it.
4 pillars that we will build this community on. And number one is health and wellness. I want every person to pick their own rule. What do you want to bring to these pillars? And they're very big pillars, like the Roman Empire pillars. Number one is health and wellness. That's a vast idea. Number two is mental health education, which includes the course and the training and the 90-day program. Number three and four.
3 and 4, community and social connection. It's the reason why you have that that heart with the hand, and they provides accountability, support, and relationships to elevate the journey. It's huge. It's super important. And I think that probably the most crucial part of the Blue Zones is the people getting together and working together and collaborating. And so we put all that together and make that into a business thing about entrepreneurship, being purpose driven. What makes us unique is that we combine wellness, mindset, and community into actionable entrepreneurship. We teach you how to turn personal growth into professional success, building your brand, sharing your story, and doing business with purpose. Cool
That's
stuff.
great. And actually, it's true. We just had an example with Tony and Anton just collaborating, and
Exactly.
and that was great to see.
That's what it's all about.
The only problem with not doing things is follow-ups. We forget to follow up. Life gets busy. I am sure if Tony's supplier is real, Anton's land, maybe projects will come about. They're real. They will connect like this. There's a need. We go where the need is, my friends.
So yeah, so Tony, your contact works internationally, right? As I understand.
Yes. The only
Okay.
place, Hadi, where it'll be very difficult to supply is United States, because Mr. Trump has put a massive tariff on Chinese imports.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. Although
Okay, but in
there
Canada,
are crafty ways around that. We can get around that by importing it to, say, Canada, and then just.
Well, the thing is, he's a taco, so it's highly likely that he's going to be like, oh, this tariff thing ain't working. Maybe we'll work together with China, because it happened in Canada. The whole Canadian tariffs are done.
Arif, just quickly, down the line, Arif, we'll easily solve as you say, the problem of follow-up, etc., and connect. That'll easily be solved, because when Vic creates the business collaboration group, everybody will be putting in their details, their contact numbers, what they do, who they'd like to talk. You know what I'm saying, Vic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so literally, if you talk to anybody on a phone, you'll say, "Oh, there's Hadi," and I just have to go into the group, and you can find Hadi and what he does. Or
Mr. Tony.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned right now, and Vic is concerned, you're our man in Europe, in Ireland, in England. You got connections there.
Oh, he's the UK Blue Suns guy for sure.
The other guys are, half committed to their own project, half committed nowhere else. They're just going through the motion. We want committed people to learn a process in these 4 areas of life, and take the message, bring the people in. Simple as that.
Yep.
hello, Cecilia.
Cecilia is mute.
Good day, everybody.
Good day. Hadi, take
Sorry
over.
about being late. We're just.
Good morning. He just told me to take over, so
Okay.
I will take over. Yes, sir.
Go for it, Hadi.
How are you doing, Cecilia?
I think the communicator should be Hadi. His personality is very flexible, almost like 360. Thank you, Hadi.
No problem. So yeah, we met last time, I believe. Was it last Saturday?
No, I had a wedding on the weekend last week. So the week before we met.
Oh, that's amazing, because I also had a wedding last time. It's my best friend. How do you say fiançailles? It's the party just before wedding. Oh,
you had a engagement party, or?
Yeah, exactly. It was an engagement party.
Yeah.
And just to get things clear. So you already engage in the program of Arif, and you're already following the objectives.
Yes, this week I did not get to look over. We're having an email problem this week, so I didn't get to look at this week's in full. But yes.
And could you please just elaborate a little bit quickly on your project, just so everybody can know?
My project or my
Yeah.
What is
Both
the
of them. Yourself might be the bigger project.
Well, as I said, I just need to be disciplined. That's what I'm trying to put in my life right now, right? Because I do want, I'm all over the place. So I'm trying to more focus my mind on getting things complete. And I was by myself all weekend, all week. My daughter's been at her dad. So I was just like, reflecting on myself,
Mm,
taking long walks, just, taking in nature and trying to, really make sure I'm living my purpose, right? Because sometimes I go off track. I know the vision God has
yeah.
for me, but sometimes it's not coming quick enough. So, you know what I mean? You try to do other things that it's not what you're supposed to because I'm the lack of faith, right? I need to believe more in myself and
Mm,
believe is very important because, and then, they say faith without works is dead. So you have to put action to what you want. And I got to believe it's going to come sooner than later, but I got to do my part, right? I heard a good quote
mm.
this week that I read. Let me see. I screenshot it. It says, "You are what you do, not what you say you'll do." You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Very good.
But and what is the things or the tips that you have personally learned that can be valuable to us and everybody watching that is helping you right now? Because I relate a lot to what you're saying. I'm also struggling with discipline. Also, it's and like you said, we have like a path. I feel like we have a path to follow, and we are always distracted here. And when we get to that inner voice, when we get to the challenges and respond to these challenges, we get back to this path, and we can feel it actually. Do you feel it when you are in that path, on your path?
Well, I said know thyself, right? Know where you're
Mm,
because I know I was trying to even I'm an entrepreneur, and
mm,
I work for I'm self-employed and I work for myself, right? So and you have to be true to yourself. I was trying to get a 9 to 5. I just it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like it's part of my journey. That was just
yeah, yeah, yeah.
me giving up on myself and so on. So what things can I apply to myself that I can say that know thyself, really study yourself. Like Ruth has said, work on your health. Your health is important. Your health before wealth, right? So health before wealth. So I'm more focusing on eating right, treating my body inside. No one can see what I'm eating, but I know what I'm eating, right? So I was just making sure I eat the right things. I have, I've dropped off and ate a little sweets here and there, but I really want to dedicate this next going forward to 45 days of no sugar. I want to change that. I want to be disciplined in that area, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that is what I am keen on doing right now because my health is wealth. I want long life. I want to reset my body. And they said, you do 45 days, no sugar, 2 smoothies, 1 meal. So that is what I'm working on right now. And then also the wealth. I know I need to make my calls. If I don't call people, how do they know that I'm looking for business, right? I can't always rely
Mm-hmm.
on so those are things I'm going to implement this week right now is make sure my health and then work on my wealth, which is my business, right? So
So for you,
mm,
connecting to yourself, as I listen to you, is first start taking care of your vessel, of your body. So being
your
healthy
temple,
is your
yes,
number one. Okay. And then now the action that you are taking is reaching out the people that will actually bring up your business. And what's that
exactly.
business? What is it the
Well,
product that you want to?
I'm a real estate agent, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do wellness checks. My goal is to do is say, hey, I'm just checking on how you're doing. I'm still doing real estate. Is there anything I can help you with, right? Maybe refer, say, hey, these people may be lost. Maybe I can refer a Reefs program. Maybe say, hey, are you looking to buy an investment property or a property in Jamaica? Or you just need to take money out of your house? Just where are they? Right. And if I can help them in any of those areas, I can refer. I do work by referral. So if it's nothing I can do, I can refer them out. Do you need someone to do renovations? Do you need to get your house up to par? So I'm just doing a wellness check. Just like, people knock,
Mm-hmm.
hey, how are you doing? So I'm going to be calling and doing that and just checking up on everybody I know. I have
So
a
you
lot of
have a lot of contact in the world in that area.
Yeah, I have a lot of content on my phone. I started calling some people already, and I seen some phone numbers have been disconnected because I haven't reached out in a while. But I do have their email address, so I have to maybe create an email and say, "Hey, just checking in. I tried to reach or call you by your phone number. I see it's disconnected because it's a long time I haven't been calling my database, right?" So, and I want to complete. I start reading books. I haven't. I have like 3 or 4 books that I started reading. I haven't completed. So I know where I know I don't have nobody like, yes, I have a reef, but it's me. I'm a one woman soldier. If I don't do it, nobody's gonna like, oh my God, why didn't you make that call today? I gotta be disciplined even when no one's watching to do what I need to do. Right? Because your lifestyle, I want to travel, I want to do more things. And because of my market, I haven't been able to travel last year and this year so far. And I really want to go somewhere. I believe the world is beautiful. I don't want to be just stuck in Canada because of my finances, right? So,
and it's interesting also, just by having this like a friendly chat, you get to also meet people like Anton that join us here. I don't know if you know him, but he is also in the real estate. And
no.
yeah, so maybe yeah, Anton, you could also present yourself to Cecilia, and just from here we just merge many contacts. So this is about collaboration, like Victor was saying at the start. Business is, I feel like should be from now on only about collaboration, because I feel like we are programmed to be in competition always, but success is in the collaboration. And what's funny, I find, is that competition is even more heavy when you are a salary man in a company, because everybody there are competing to just and betraying their colleagues just to have better positions. And now we are entrepreneurs. I also want to be an entrepreneur. Actually, I didn't achieve my project yet, and I think my project will be always evolving. So I feel grateful to be here with you guys and just talking like this. And also, honestly, Cecilia, by talking, by being generous with yourself like this, it helps me a lot, if by talking about you, it's you have a quality that is interesting, is that you are easily vulnerable. And by being vulnerable and talking about your progress, you are actually helping people, not only you. So that's interesting for me. And also, by being vulnerable, you are vulnerable to opportunities, like meeting, for example, Anton that just got back on his camera. So please go on, Anton.
Yeah, I saw his number up there. See, where are you in Vancouver, Anton?
No, I'm in a place called Hochveld, which is just south of Winkler, in
that's a
Manitoba.
204 area code. Where is that? Okay.
So if you look at a map of North America, I've actually looked at it. It's pretty much in the middle. Like I'm just north of the border.
Are you
Like
near
when I get
Windsor,
home, then
Ontario?
no, that's Manitoba.
Oh, Manitoba, you're in.
Yeah, if you look up Winkler, that's probably the
Okay,
easiest you'll find.
Manitoba. Okay, that's near. Is that near New Brunswick?
No.
Oh
Very
my
southern.
God. We're recording this conversation, ladies and gentlemen. The map of Canada is wide open. We're going to pull it up right now. Manitoba is in north of North Dakota, and North Dakota is in the middle of America, and middle of America is called Midwest, and Midwest is north of Mid Canada, which is Winnipeg, Manitoba, all of those areas.
What the hell did I just miss? You guys are going crazy.
There was a moment of misconnect on geography. That's all. But Hadi, great job. Oh man, Hadi and I were initially thinking of hosting a podcast, but this is a great podcast because it's very interactive.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, yeah, that was also maybe a project that's living inside me. And one thing that I found very helpful is that Arif is someone that just call you from nowhere, and just you have to say yes, and then you find yourself in these opportunities, and it's like small challenges that you accept if you are it's the vulnerability that I was talking about. that put you in these challenges that make you grow. So
What
yeah,
is it,
and thank you for
Annie?
that,
What is it
Arif.
you do? What business are you in, Annie?
Actually, I can talk you briefly about my background. I used to be an engineer in the aerospace, and then I was a manager like Anton uh, for testing. Do you know MDA, the Canada arm in the, for example, it's like the biggest aerospace company in Canada, and they are doing constellation of satellites and also many projects for government. So I used to work there, and then I did 1 year management. And you know, it's always same story. Like Cecilia, I didn't feel connected to myself. The business became a big corporation. A lot of politics came in, and with COVID, uh, during COVID, these politics became impossible for me. Like the you have to get vaccinated, you have to, to I start feeling that my freedom was compromised.
Mm.
So then I quit. I bought 2 tickets to Japan without knowing where to go. But we end up with my wife in a farm, and there we worked in a farm, and I start healing myself and also connecting to myself. And from there, by following my instinct, because this was a big instinct move, I thought I was learning that instead of thinking too much, I just have to follow an instinct. There is like something that know better than me what's good for me. So this is like the journey where I'm at. So this made me end up in the Okinawa. We were talking about it in an island called Ishigaki. I didn't know this island exists actually. It's closer to Taiwan than to Japan mainland. And there I met a woman, a lovely woman in she's 60 years, I believe, and she has a retreat house that was that she defaulted on it, and the bank was about to put it in auction. So we tried to buy the place and continue this business. Didn't work first time. It was just this winter, but it started a dream for me. So from there now, what I'm trying to do is have this retreat house. That's one project, my personal project, and this got me to talk to you with Arif, and now I am in this plane, continuing to find myself because I applied like Cecilia, and by being part of the team and also a student, I feel like it's the best way to learn. And now my goal is so to have this retreat house and then have a big network of retreats to create. I already started to have a lot of contacts in Japan, but I don't want to stay only in Japan. I want this to be global. And in parallel, we have a business with my wife. I don't know if you met her, Christine. She's doing mobile dentistry. So it's all dentistry treatment and equipment package in a small unit that you can carry on in your car, in plane, and you can treat people in their house, in nursing homes. And this is a very important business for the years coming because people are getting older, they can't move. There is a lot of remote areas that have no service. So the first project I was talking to you about, the retreat house, merged with the mobile dentistry because mobile dentistry only needs a small lab with the sterilization equipment, and that's it. So you can, by healing people mentally and have give them the space to find themselves, it also act like a base to go also give dentistry treatment in those remote area and promote it in the universities, so there is more people doing this. So
Do
that's
you
the
have
project
do
actually.
you have a website for either of these businesses, Hattie?
No, actually, Tony, it's like we just started last month.
All
Like
right.
to, yeah. So this is good for me because now I am meeting a lot of successful people like you guys, and this is why when I hear Cecilia talking, I learn from her, I learn from you, I learn from Victor, I learn from Anton. And I think this would just help me grow faster.
By the way, Heidi, I actually presented your idea to
Mm,
a neighbor of mine who is a dentist, and he said, "Yeah, there's a market for it. Um, I'm interested in developing a group to do it." So literally,
amazing.
if you come up with a prototype of example of what you know exactly works, a vehicle that's got all the stuff, everything, all lock, stock, and barrel that can literally travel from place to place to place to do dentistry, figure exactly what it's going to cost, and basically put it out there as a franchise.
A
It's
prototype.
that's what it
Yeah,
would
yeah,
be.
yeah.
Totally doable. And
Actually, we have this. It's a good question because it's just that we have this document. We don't have a website, yet, but we have
you should
like one
yeah,
pagers and things.
yesterday you should
Yeah.
have had a
If you need if you need a
website. Just like
website,
us.
if you need a website, get in touch with us. We can sort that for you.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Thank you, Tony.
What how do you put your details, put your number and your email in the chat?
Sure.
And
I
by the
can do
way,
that.
Arif and I have came up with yesterday a thing that we are calling Blue Zone Support Organizations. Your mobile dentistry of your wife's definitely is one of them. Your retreat house in Okinawa, holy cow,
Mhm.
is that's the ultimate Blue Zone Support Organization. It's
Yeah.
literally a retreat house in a major blue zone. Boom. It doesn't get any better than that. So we need that listed in our community like ASAP. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the community. We've been hearing about it over and over again. What it's going to be is a website with a whole lot of legs to it that's going to have the ability to do what you would do in a Facebook group, except a lot more, a lot bigger, a lot more controllable by us. So there's going to be a general page that's going to be for people to post on anything that they want within our bailiwick: health and wellness, mindset, entrepreneurism. Done. And there's going to be 5 subcategories so far. And this is really, really important to be able to talk about with the group. The 5 are health and wellness, finance, lifestyle, AI lead generation, which we got a lot of stuff we can do with that, and train the trainer for coaches. The idea there is a place for the myriad of thousands of coaches in the world to be able to come to a place to collaborate, to work together, to actually create a means in which for the coaches to be able to train the other coaches on how to do it. And our system will do that fantastically. This is a lot of meat on the bone here. So my question to this group is there a category that you would like to see that your stuff would fit into or not, that we can expand upon that? Because everybody here, this is like the core group, needs to be able to have a sense of belonging and doing it. And by the way, each community, sub-community, is going to have its own everything. It'll have its own meetings, it'll have its own MeetN, it'll have its own ability to be able to co-broadcast, stream the services. But still within the guise overall of the Blue Zones for Business. That's where the entrepreneurism and the community and the collaboration is going to happen. And then be able to list your product and service and have that product seen by a bunch of people in a variety of capacities. And when somebody actually does business there is monies that will be paid out in commission per se. We'll call it really more of a referral fee. So the person that refers somebody in is going to get paid. We as an organization to run this whole crazy thing is going to get paid. And of course, the person offering the service gets the majority of the money.
Like, what's the time frame for having this launched? Roughly a week, a month?
I should be able to get it done in the next 2 weeks. It's lighting a fire underneath whose butt to be able to actually put into gear what I know I paid for. That is Eugene could be a part of it. Eugene,
what we could do, we could install AI into it, integrate AI into it.
Tony, I can tell you flat out that I already offered Eugene to be the head of the AI lead generation part of our thing, and he pretty much accepted. And by the way, Arif, Dan has accepted the to be able to take on the train to trainer coaches part of it, because obviously he knows exactly how to do that.
Very good.
So we're rolling on that. It's more structure, more being able to actually say exactly what we do and plug in and do it. And by the way, the way to take the course is we put that somewhere, and I know we talked about that yesterday, Arif. The process is relatively simple. You sign up on Eventbrite, you pay your money, you get the entire course, all 13 weeks of it, all done in an email. Then you contact your mentor. In this case, it's Arif, because he's the only one, but there will be more, to be able to schedule weekly exactly how to go through it. Done. That's it. And then participate in the community and wash, rinse, and repeat, and then share. That's really it. It's not any more complicated than that.
Thank you, gentlemen,
I have a
ladies.
question for Tony. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Arif.
Tony, I just wanted to reply to some comments, because we're building a community, and that's really my expertise, and I love to bring people together. First and foremost was Cecilia. No, let's start with Anton. He is a licensed insurance agent, also a real estate investor, community builder, and he is here to learn and to collaborate with all of us. Thank you, Anton, for taking very quick action. Exactly what Vic just explained. He went online, he got the course, he called me up, we scheduled an event. Last night, which is Thursday night, we had our second meeting, which we didn't go through because I was, as an ambassador of culture, I have been assigned by U.S. White House chef to attend as many events as possible. So I had to be in an event, but we're rescheduling all of our appointments one by one. My next feedback, Cecilia, she has real estate license and a professional, basically personal development teacher. She's been reading and listening all her life and watching videos, knows Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, all of these things. We're going to give her one more option to be able to start a conversation with her friends, family, sister, brother, whoever it is. And that's the Personal Development Power last week by Robert Amodi, who charges customers
crazy money.
Not with he charges customers, but who he takes on is the people who are only going to go through his personal development program. For example, he had a customer, multi-million-dollar business.
Arif, it's cut. We don't hear you anymore.
Froze. You are. I thought Canada was warmer this time of year.
Tony, do you know anybody that sells gold at all?
Yes, I do indeed, Celia. I know quite a bit. We'll connect over WhatsApp. Celia, can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Before you came on the call, I was speaking to Anton about modular. Now, I know in Britain it's difficult for people to get a mortgage for a modular solution because they say that the modular doesn't meet the building regulations. In fact, the modular we supply is well advanced of the standard. But is it the same in Canada? Is there a specific?
If modular homes, I guess if you're doing your own development, I don't know if you buy the land and put on the price. It all depends on the city, right? Because you can buy your land. People are putting container homes on their property, so I don't see why they couldn't put. You said the modular. What is it called?
Modular.
Well, ours is a very, very advanced modular solution. It's a lot more superior than to the standard modular. It's really, really top. Like, it's actually better than conventional build, but a lot cheaper.
So can
But
it
it's
go
really-
into, like, I know they passed a law, they can put a secondary home in their backyard. Is it small enough to go in the backyard if someone has a
You
big
can go any
back-
size you want, any size, any shape.
But yeah,
any...
that might
It's
be
basically a
something-
home in a box. It comes in a big truck. They plop it down, and it's not. It's
Well,
pretty
it's more.
amazing
It's more than
stuff.
that. That's just the mobile. Like, that's just the mobiles. But there's actually a build. There's also a build section. We build a real house or even apartment blocks. We can even build apartment blocks. I mean,
Let's
these are
talk
blocks.
about it.
What's that, Celia? Sorry.
Let's definitely talk about it, and you can send me some information.
Send me your WhatsApp. Put your WhatsApp number on.
All right.
And Tony, yeah, is it good for the harsh winter of Canada?
Anything. Arif, they built a 50-story apartment block, and they exposed it artificially to major hurricane, major earthquake. People in the rooms were just wow. Didn't even
Actually,
shake.
this will be interesting for my future
Chinese
projects,
are
Tony. So
far
let's
advanced.
get in touch.
Chinese are fanatical about green technology and about energy efficiency. You know, they're so far ahead of the rest that it's just unbelievable. You know?
All right, so this brings up a topic
And I'm
that's
also licensed in
important.
Jamaica as well, so that's good.
Oh,
there,
thanks,
too.
Cecilia. I've got your number. My number's above Cecilia in the.
Folks, may we continue?
Should we allow Arif to continue? Of course, Arif.
Welcome back, Arif.
You are the
tells
MC.
you and me how much emotions, untold stories people have inside of them, including me. We just want the mic. We're bringing people here to give them the mic. Please do invite somebody for next week. This has absolutely been revelation. So much good conversations happen. The best TV program is right here, Business, Blue Zones for Business. Why? We're making connections, and I'm going to catch up with Tony and with Anton and with Cecilia and with Hadi and with Victor to see the things we discussed here. They have made any calls? Did they contact each other? Did they talk to each other, or they're just here? No. After we hang up, we go into our 4 different zones. I'm health and wellness. Hadi is a branch of that. Imagine this like a big pyramid or conglomeration, like 4 pyramids of health, mental health, business, and community. Really.
Arif, take your camera off so we can see the pyramid that comes up on the screen. So that's your default.
I don't have that pyramid right now, but I can share it with you.
I thought that was the picture that when you have your camera on, that comes off. So literally turn your camera off and it should come up on the screen.
Oh, no, I've changed that.
You did?
So let me see if I can.
I can't help that. Oh, yeah, that's just you and your smiling face.
But I can share that picture. Again, learning 95% retention is based on all of these above things that we discussed. Participation, visualization. So Cecilia, next week, I'm asking you, just like the old days, please look up and make sure you make up and you put your camera on, because people see it, they make a better connection. Anton's here, he's early. It's probably 7 o'clock when he woke up, but he's here. Tony's over there there you goes. Isn't that better? Light up the room.
Well, welcome to video, Cecilia.
You guys see me?
Celia, you have something behind you which we never see in Ireland. The sun coming through the window.
Oh.
Well, Cecilia's story is very unique because she's very open and transparent, as Hadi mentioned, about both the struggles and also the disciplines required to turn those into opportunities. So besides real estate, we have this community promote. Every person has received the email, how you go about putting these blue zones. Imagine there was 100 of us with blue zones. What a picture would that look like? You can go to menu and you can go audio video settings. I just found this out yesterday, and you can change your background to that. So you officially are part of this blue zones. I go to the park, I go anywhere, I just talk about it.
Ari, but as I said last week, and I think Vic probably agrees with me, you're very articulate, you're very good at explaining what this is all about. Most people aren't. So the sooner we get the landing page created, the better, Arif, because it means that we can massively magnify our message to what we're trying to do,
All right.
100 you know.
I got broad shoulders. Put all the pressure on me to make that happen.
Yeah.
Again,
I accept.
again,
Like, what else? Sure, what else are
Tony.
you doing?
Tony, sir, the
Yes,
best
Arif.
person to make maybe a 30 to 45 a really excited one would be Hadi, standing in nice background. Listen, I just came back from Okinawa, Japan.
That's right.
What is that? Oh, that's called the blue zone. Let me tell you what's a blue zone. There's 4 pillars in each blue zone. Pa, 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 pa. We can advertise that so fastly.
All right, Hadi, you've just been challenged to do that.
Yeah,
Literally, exactly
okay.
what Reese said.
It's assignment.
And I know
I have to take the challenge.
you could probably do it right now.
Right now, no, you know what? Let him
Record a
practice
video.
with
Hadi,
himself.
record a
Practice
video on
it.
your phone. Send it to
It's
them.
such a natural thing, and you're plenty articulate enough to be able to do that. And it's just this is all coming together. It's like
Victor,
I'm really,
Victor,
really happy about the group and how it's done. Yes, sir.
What's the challenge for Anton? He's in middle of nowhere. I really like to get some excitement going in Manitoba. What can we do with Manitoba? I mean, Montreal is a little bit crazy city. It's got all kinds of things. What's the assignment for Anton?
He already did it. He is a prime example of the speed in which the process happens, and boom, done. That's it. That it's almost the problem with that is that somebody else needs to tell Anton's story for him. He can't tell the story, or can he? Maybe he can.
Well, 30 to 45 seconds, that's another 2. Anton,
It's true. I want to know more about Anton.
I'm Anton.
Yeah.
I just came across these people, or this is how we connected. I don't even know. I had a 15-minute conversation. We made a connection. I signed up. Now I'm here because 1, 2, 3, 4. Real estate is a part of it. Guess what it is? The business portfolio. Right?
Indeed.
Possible?
Here's the thing: if everybody on
Speed.
this channel should be an admin on this. And by the way, kudos to you, Arif, for setting up the new MeetN to talk, actually calling the Blue Zones for Business. That's great, because that's going to very much help not confuse everybody. Because before, when it was Camel Care Blue Zones, people were like, what do camels have to do with blue zones? Now, right there.
We're going to Dubai. Let's go.
So let me explain.
I'm gonna bring
that.
some camels in Okinawa to make sense.
I got the wife.
I gotta explain that. How do camels relate to the blue zone? If camels were humans, they would be all living in blue zones, because camels live all the way to 40, 45 years. They're one of the longest lasting animals. That's the part of the perseverance. But Tony, Hadi,
Yes.
we've had a great conversation. Do I have your commitment for the video? Do I have your commitment for the hosting of the program at 9:15 a.m.?
I accept the challenge for the video.
Okay, the other one will collaborate. Anton, sir, Anton, you're now part of it. We're gonna have our second meeting. I'm booking the very first meeting with Hadi because she's always been on the way, on the road, and it's busy. But we're gonna.
And actually,
expand.
I'm going back to Japan in September already.
So September's some far away because we all have plans for September. Actually, I'm scheduled to be in Saudi Arabia.
Okay,
So
I see.
we're gonna have to hold this together because Tony brings another aspect of Europe. We're here in Canada. Victor's over there in US. I mean, we're gonna keep it going because it's virtual, right? Cecilia, your challenge.
My challenge?
Hadi, what's Cecilia's challenge? What can she do to help us? Can we give her a challenge?
I don't know. I think it's better that she come up with the challenge that resonates with her, because I think the challenge you gave me, actually, I felt that it resonating with me, so I have to do it.
Natural response.
I have some resistance, but so when I feel resistance, it's that I have to do it.
Well, my challenge would be I work. I have to work for my. If I don't close a deal, I don't bring any money home. I want to find something in the next few years that I can make money while I'm sleeping. So that's a challenge for what I don't know what industry to do, what business to do, where I can have income, residual income in every month if I work or not. If I don't refer a client or not, is everything is also, referral based or thing there. So I need to figure out how do I bring in money without working for it, like invest or whatever, or some kind of business that I can subscription business. I would like to do a subscription. I see a guy that does a subscription, but he does $12. He reports people's in the US, he reports people's rent on their credit bureau and charges them $12 a month. And then he charges them $12 for a subscription. And then he has 1,000 people. So he makes $12,000 a month just reporting rent on people's credit bureaus, because he has every month they subscribe and they pay the $12 every month. So I want to find something that I can do a subscription business where someone has to pay every month, because 12,000, even if he gets 500 people, I can find it's still $12 is not a lot of money. And if I even get half of that, I'm still making 6,000 a month without really, doing too much, right?
So finding a source of residual income.
Do you have any money to invest in this business, or do you want to do it on a bootstrap?
Well, I don't have no money yet, but at least I have some. At least if I know and the money shows up, I know what to do with it. I can put it there, because everything, I just feel like right now everything that comes in is just going right to bills. I didn't come on this earth just to pay bills, so I need to figure out a plan how to get out of that and find something, a way to do that, right?
So Cecilia,
that's where my plan. That's where I would like a plan. If you guys can help me with that, that'd be great.
Cecilia, I have quite a few, because I'm a what you would call, Vic will tell you, I'm a perpetual shiny object man. So I bought tons and tons of software and tons of, including subscription sites and that. And of course, I haven't done anything with them because I've just got so many. I've just got so many projects that it's just, it's over. Vic will tell you, like, Vic's almost as bad as me. He's got his finger in about 50 different pies, So you can have them for nothing if you want them, because
I'm ready.
I haven't got the time to implement them,
Cecilia, I got it in a nutshell. You ready?
Arif has just gone and given me another job, on top of the 50 other jobs.
Tony,
let's go.
Ready? I got a statement.
All right, Victor.
Meet with Arif weekly, as you have been. Go through the entire 13 weeks of the course. Your purpose will be created. You will know exactly what to do. And we, as a community, will help you do it. Okay. I can assure you, you build it, you design it, we will enable it. We have all the capability, all the tools, because you got to remember, you got 5 parts of the community. One part of it is AI lead generation. And part of that is understanding how to use Go High Level, which is a massive, huge, it's a CRM with every kind of capability you can imagine, including a subscription service built into the back end. We can literally create exactly what you talked about, and it'd be yours done, and that would be your thing. If you choose to.
Okay, I do.
Okay.
Are you interested in supplements at all? Health supplements?
Well, for the right one, if I believe in it, yes, right.
Because I've got a full supplement business that I bought, and I haven't done a damn thing with it. So you can have that too if you want it. I'll send it over.
Let me look into it, because I remember health and wealth, right? So health, yes.
Yeah.
Tony, sir, may I speak with Tony directly?
Go forward, Arif.
The problem in Europe is that people have so many opportunities. They're so busy in so many groups, they don't actually have focus in one. So I am sure you're paying some subscriptions for some place that if you let Cecilia, monetize that, because Victor said it, we're gonna have
I will give it to Cecilia for nothing, because it's just going to go to waste anyway. So she might as well monetize it and take it and run with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Population is there everywhere.
So connect together outside of the.
I've got her WhatsApp. Already today, I'm running Anton's modular home business, Paddy's retreat and dentistry, and Cecilia's supplement business. So just need one from you and one from Vic, and I've got 6 new businesses.
Well, you're already in the Finance Pro, which you are a member of. And by the way, I put like 4 people in your downline. You're welcome.
Thank you, Vic. Yeah. Oh,
actually, yeah. So also, I am also on the same trying to find out way to make passives, and I think they can come from many areas. Like we have this building that's real estate that can give passive when the debt will be paid. And also there is cryptocurrencies. I have something that's working for me right now. I can also show it to you if you're interested in cryptocurrencies. But
all right, just so you know,
yeah.
I'm trying desperately to only have 5 categories in the community, and we may have to expand it out. Blockchain was one of them at some point, which we can do. Very, 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 very complicated, because I do not want to call it cryptocurrency. That would be, we just can't. Blockchain being an overall means in which for the whole thing to happen, because you realize cryptocurrency can't work without blockchain, but blockchain could do a whole lot more than just crypto. That's a possibility to be one of the categories. And I'm thinking maybe we have to have a whole category of just real estate, because there's a lot of commonality here. It's how do you certainly interested in real estate? Tony's all over real estate.
I think so, yeah.
So do we need to have a community just for real estate? Because otherwise we got to put it in finance, and finance it. What was everybody's thoughts on that?
Yeah, I remember this thing in the US. It was a real estate where they do bus trips.
Yeah, it should be, real estate should be separate, because finance alone is just vast.
And if you want blockchain in, we can go 7. It's not crazy, and 7's a wonderful number.
Here's the deal, Victor. So there might be a number might be 9, because under the 4 pillars this stays, but under that there's 5 subcategories that we talked about it yesterday. AI lead generation is one of them. For what? For your second source of income, for your residual income. If I break it down, the price of this course on that new page will be $4.99. And the group here only keeps exactly $250. The other $250 is given back in 80/20. Let's say Cecilia helps bring one person here. They sign up. Maybe it's just an American across the pond from Niagara River. They pay $4.99. $250 goes here to promote the Blue Zones as we teach, whoever's teaching it. The $250 rest, 80% would go to Cecilia, which is $170 US. Okay? It's very simple. 80/20 rule, right? Where's the other? That's $80. That's to promote and advertise this whole group, basically. Real estate should have its own. Everything is real estate. It's real estate. That's for a reason, right? It's real. So we will have a category on this.
So by the way, everybody has the ability to create their own Blue Zone, their own group, their own everything, and be a mentor, be able to prepare a person to actually do the mentoring and training like Arif is doing right now. It's yours. And then it happens within the umbrella of the Blue Zones overall, everybody having access to the community, and a lot of them. This is our vision, and there's no reason why it can't happen. Everybody has to actually be putting it out there and have it grow, and then we can start throwing some money towards it. Soon we're thinking about having a co-op. Everybody throws in a reasonable amount of money, like maybe $100, and we could do some big advertising, bring a lot of people in, and make this into a literal massive global organization. That's the vision.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Vic, thank you, Cecilia, thank you, Tony. We've been talking for almost 1 hour, and it feels like 10 minutes. When
we're in third quarter.
Cecilia, we need to talk this week, and Hadi, give me an exact time, because it's a little bit longer. It's 13 weeks. We need to be repetitive. Give me your least busy day. So I have booked up with Anton today. I'm meeting with him later. I need that private one-on-one time on repeat time so we don't miss it. If I miss it, we're going to have a rebook. If you miss it, we're going to have a rebook, but something that you're not busy during the week so we can schedule it in.
Okay, I will give you this my
Wonderful.
availabilities. Yeah.
Please don't forget the assignments. And if anyone has any questions, you have each other's numbers. I think Vic and I have some busy things to do to create these, sources of income besides the course, Cecilia, the second source of income. Blue Zone products and services. That was services. Products are, let's say my product qualifies, Vic's product qualifies. Anybody buys any mattress, any socks, anything outside under this category of products, because you're a member here, you get paid if it was through you, through your code. All of this is being uploaded even to my website.
Is that the video you sent me last night or something else?
No, that's something else. So much is happening. That's why me and Vic are almost talking 3-4 times
So
a day.
being listed in the community automatically grandfathers you into, you have a product or service that you list that when people actually click on, say, yeah, I'm buying that, then a whole bunch of people get paid. That's the simple version of it. And then the software that we have available to be able to create that is going to do that automatically. And by the way, it'll pay 2 levels. So there's money available to do all this, and big time. It could be a business. It literally, somebody, if they really want to go all out with this, can literally make it into a side business to promote their own stuff and to be able to get paid for developing a team. That's
the win-win-win situation.
It really is.
Triple wins.
All right.
So I appreciate
Yeah.
it. But here, I have sent out the Blue Zones logo behind me and Vic to everybody. Please go on the menu as I share. Audio visual settings, virtual backgrounds, abstracts, go down the line, upload image, and that image, if you saved it, upload it and apply it. Imagine next week there was 10 of them. The week after that were 20 of them, 30 of them. The whole will be a big Blue Zone area. Thank you for your time. We look forward to seeing you during the week.